Yo, what is going on, guys? Freaking Trades here, bringing you another new weekly stock watch list. Before we get started, though, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. This will be a pretty short video this time around. There aren't too many setups at the current moment. I even waited for the market to open around this time, since futures have been open since yesterday, but I waited to see if any of the stocks that I have been watching since Saturday, charting with this Discord group, if anything had developed. There has been nothing. We're going to go with the watch list as per usual, but it's a pretty short one. Nothing really too exciting to really keep an eye out for. So as far as earnings this week goes, the only stock that I am keeping an eye out for is Carvana, just because that typically can have some sort of big move post earnings. The spread's going to be a little bit sketchy. That's the only hard part about trading Carvana on a post earnings play, even after post earnings when most stocks typically have volume. Carvana isn't one of them, so that's the only one I'll keep an eye out for. No levels for the meantime, but that is something that I'll be watching. So that's about it, though. As far as stocks with earnings go, we can go ahead and go to the watch list. You guys know I'll cover NQ and ES first, and you'll see why this is really short. NQ and ES are just in choppy areas. If you put this on the 4-hour on the daily for both NQ and ES, you could see that there is nothing, no big levels or anything that is relatively close, at least, right? As far as the week goes, sure, 24,200 and then 24,000 are the big levels that we're keeping an eye out for. The upside's really far away. That is 1,200 points away as compared to the downside, we are only 600 to 800 points away. So the downside obviously is a lot more favorable just because we're closer, and that's where most of the stock are currently sitting at the moment. So as far as downside goes, those are the big levels that I'm looking and keeping an eye out for. As far as the upside, maybe 25,400 and then 26,000. 25,400 is kind of whatever, just because of the big weekly range that we've been kind of hovering at this point. So there's nothing too crazy about NQ. And if I go to ES here, kind of the same story. If I keep this on a daily right here, you guys would see what I am talking about. You can see that as far as the upside goes, anything above 7,000 and then 7020, that is obviously 1,200 points away. That is pretty unrealistic for ES to get to overnight. So as far as the downside goes, I'm keeping an eye out for anything below 6,800 or below 6,750. As far as the upside goes, maybe if we just reclaim 6,900, maybe we have some upside plays that we can correlate that with, but there is nothing. So, and as far as my stocks for the week or even for tomorrow go, Microsoft is the only one that I am keeping an eye out for that looks reasonably good. Now, I believe it's on the 1 hour here. Yep. If you put the Microsoft on the 1 hour here, you can see that we have an uptrend from the low it made a couple of days ago at 390.60, and you can see that we had rejected off of it once, and then when we did break it, we had bounced off of a 398, which is now a double bottom from the low we made the previous day over here. So Microsoft is the only decent looking setup. It's not an A+ setup. It's nothing fantastic about it just because you're playing in a reused area, but it is a setup. You have the uptrend going into the double bottom at 398. So but that is about it for the watch list. Like I said, I'd given it some time. I wanted to see if the market could cook up anything, and there is absolutely nothing. So sorry, there's nothing. I don't want to force upon you guys and look at any bad setups. If anything happens to develop over the week, don't forget to look at Trade Like Nor. That is Nor's Instagram, where he'll update any trade ideas on there in the morning. Don't forget to tune in on Wednesday as well, since Discord is completely free on those days as well. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the watch list, and don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'd really appreciate it. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday and enjoy the rest of the week. Play it safe. There's nothing too crazy going on, so size carefully. With that being said, hope you guys take care and peace out.